Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Black Accountant. It's your boy Mo. Um, yeah, dang, sort of forgot my intro there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know of any kind of content you want to see going forward. So today, I'm gonna just make this short and sweet, or maybe not, but I wanted to talk about 6 things that you should do when recruiting. I'm just plugging my business here. If you didn't know, I have a resume business, or technically not resumes, but it's a recruiting help service. It's called Resume Consulting. I'll leave the links in the comments or in the bio, technically, so that you guys could check that out in your own leisure time. I have a website and everything. And so, just to get into it, I'd say number one is to know who you are. So, when I say know who you are, that means you've sat and thought with yourself about your career path. You've sat and thought about yourself in terms of progression. You've thought about how you operate, who you are fundamentally. Like, are you somebody that likes to procrastinate? Are you somebody that likes to be challenged? Are you somebody that likes routines? Are you somebody that's aiming to become a father, become a mother? Like, what are your actual goals in life? So, figure that stuff out first before you start looking for jobs, or figure it out to a degree. So I don't want to pressure you with just telling you um, that you just have to have your whole life figured out in order to move forward. Have a general idea, or at least give these things some thought before you start your job or career search. So just to give that little disclosure there. And then number two is to know your position. So knowing your position can take on a variety of aspects. Where are you at in your life? You know, are you professional? How much do you know about recruiting? How much do you know about an industry? How much do you know um, about your current situation? A big one too is over here is that applied to me was knowing, are you a target school? Are you a non-target school for whatever it is that you are going for? What is your ethnicity, if that has anything to do with your recruiting? What is your grade points? Where do you stand exactly in terms of your job search? So understand that point as well, or beginning to understand that point helps you focus on what areas you have strengths in and where you're weak, so that you can really work on those things and build off of each other so that you can kind of progress and move forward. Which leads me into step three, which is understanding the job. So let's say I have an accounting degree. And I double majored with the information systems option from Cal State Northridge, which is true. uh, I need to think about the job that I'm applying to. Am I applying for jobs that are related to my career field? And if so, what does the job entail? This is a really big part of things, because people either don't even read the job description, they just see a firm that they heard is good or heard is a big firm, and don't even look into their culture, don't look into anything that has to do with those things, and just straight up try to get in there. And then when they go in there and then realize that it doesn't tie in with their values, it doesn't tie in with who they are as a person, what they're trying to accomplish. Now, sometimes you could be working at a place that you don't like because you have very specific goals in mind. But that's, you already figured out where you're trying to get to and you're using it as a stepping stone. That's a completely different story. So that's what I'm saying about understanding the job, is understanding what you're getting yourself into. And number four here, which is also learning the company. So if you're applying to very specific firms, applying to very specific jobs, understand what that company does. Where are they positioned? Do they have the resources to teach you what you want to get taught? Is it going to give you the experience that you want? Is it does it match the pay that you want? And all these other things, like, you want to really understand these things, because let's say you do apply, you do the recruiting, and you get hired or you get interviewed, you want to be able to know what the company is about, because that just increases your chances of getting in and increasing your chances of success there as well. And I think that brings me to number five, and no, five. And this is something that I mentioned to all my friends and to everybody that I know, is the importance of expanding your network. And I'm never going to stop saying that. It's really, really important. Um, so don't just create a network around your major, around your industry, or around whatever it is that's directly in front of you. Always try to have a variety of different people in your network that do different things, because it makes you a better person down the line. It gets you better connected, and it makes them also better connected. So if I know what it's like to work in the oil and gas industry from other people, I'm more likely to be successful if I decide to switch into that. If I'm an accountant right now, but I'm trying to switch into consulting, I'd want to have also consultants in my network because those are people I can ask for advice from. These are people that can refer me to where I want to go. These are people that can help my career. And again, networking doesn't always have to be about an opportunity of sorts. It could also be just making friends with people. I like to hear opposing opinions from people. I don't like to have a bunch of friends that just think the same way as me because then you just have groupthink and you have an echo chamber of just the same ideas, and it's kind of detrimental to personal growth. But that's just for me. And my last point here is asking questions you want to know the answer to. It really irks me when people ask dumb questions. There is such thing as dumb questions, by the way, regardless of what you've heard. And just asking questions and then just waiting for somebody to respond so you can ask your next question, but you're not actually interested in the answer. So let's tie this into the interviews. Let's tie this into the networking that I was just talking about and knowing yourself and not knowing yourself. Let's say you're talking to professionals through LinkedIn or somebody that you met and you feel like this person, your only reason you're talking to them is because they have an opportunity and nothing about that person resonates with you. I'm not a fan of trying to squeeze yourself into a mold if it's not genuine to you. So, say for me, a long time ago, I was trying to recruit with a firm called Deloitte, and I didn't resonate with a lot of the people that came to my campus. It didn't stop me from trying to get into the firm, but when I'd have those conversations with those people, I wasn't trying to aim for them to like me. It was more so, here's a genuine conversation of where I'm at right now. And if you're just not the person that resonates with me, then can you refer me to somebody else? If they can't, then on to the next one and on to the next one and finding people like that. And I think that builds a more quality network for you because you're not having one-off conversations, getting the opportunity that you wanted and then not talking to that person again. That's not really a network. It was just an opportunity that landed you a job or landed you whatever opportunity it was, but it doesn't lead to any kind of longevity because you didn't develop a relationship. All you developed was a persona and a conversation that never really led anywhere other than the short-term gain or the short-term transaction here, when in reality, when you're building a network, you want it to be authentic to you because an authentic network is what actually gets you places down the line because you want people to be talking about you when you're not in the room in a positive light. You want people to remember your face, you remember your names, remember your values, remember your skills, like overall, because these are the things that networking is made for. So those are the 6 main things I wanted to talk about. Let me know if there's anything else that you would add to that list. And how do you guys typically operate in these types of spaces? Are there struggles that you've had? I'd love to hear it. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.